What's up, my lovely bushes? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing the latest Naruto Shinobi Striker DLC, which is Tsunade. Tsunade just came out, she just became available, and after unlocking her and playing around with her abilities a little bit, I gotta say, she is barely worth your money. If you don't believe me, let's look at her jutsu and explain to you why exactly I think she's barely worth it. Like, she's got something there, but most of her abilities are just not that great. First up, we have the Heavenly Foot of Pain. If you look at this ability, you might find it very, very familiar. That's because we have the Cherry Blossom Clash from Sakura and whatever the Sarada version is called. Now we have a third ability that looks very, very similar. It has exactly the same effect on a heal type, meaning it's just a waste of a heal type jutsu. I wish Tsunade had something else for us to customize our heal types with, but instead it just gave us a third ability that just does exactly the same. Plus, I don't think this one actually guard breaks, so there's really no reason to equip this one over the others. I guess it does have a little bit more of travel distance, which might be useful in very, very specific scenarios, but also be careful when using this in the hidden cloud. Yeah, that can happen. Overall, it damages, paralyzes the enemies, you can combo from it, but we already had Cherry Blossom Clash. I don't know what this ability is contributing to the game, honestly. Next up, we have the Nervous System Rupture. This one sounds interesting, but overall, I don't think it's that useful. This is a jutsu that once you hit your opponent, you will damage them, and their controls will be reversed. Now, when the game means controls reversed, it means the left thumbstick, the direction. When you try to move your character, you will be moving in reverse. Everything else still works fine. If you press the jutsu button, you still throw jutsu. If you press the attack button, you still attack. And because this game tracks so much, I think you can easily ignore the left thumbstick once you get hit. And even if you don't ignore it, I mean, the first couple of times this is gonna throw you off when you get hit by this, but then it's not that hard to adjust because really the only thing you need to think about is your thumbstick. And because this is a 3D game and you can move your camera is not inverted at all. All you have to do is push down on the thumbstick and move your camera around, and that will move your character forward. So it's very, very easy to get around the debuff for this ability, though I will say this ability has very good tracking. It is very, very fast and it travels a lot. So even for game modes like Capture the Flag, heal types can now be flag carriers, as long as you pair this up with another ability, because I don't think the Heavenly Foot of Pain is a good pair for this. So if you want to play the heal type flag carrier, I think that's now a possibility, and that's why Tsunade is barely worth it. I don't know how reliable a flag carrier heal type will be in this game, but at least now you have the option, I guess. Maybe pair this one up with Kabuto's ability and you just fly through the map the whole time. But yeah, other than that, I'm not a fan of the effects because I think they're easily countered. And finally, the jutsu that just might make Tsunade worth a buy is the Slug Long Distance Healing. When you activate this ultimate, everyone on your team on the entire map will receive a slug and they will heal. They can be anywhere on the map and you will just heal them from long distance, and that's amazing. Except the healing lasts a very, very short time. It's a very, very short burst of healing. I would say, personally, that Mitotic Regeneration is just a better jutsu, because this one won't even bring you back from the dead, and Mitotic Regeneration will revive someone with more health than this thing would heal. I think, but don't quote me on that. The one case where this ability is actually better is in combat battle, because you can actually save someone from dying. You can prevent your opponent from scoring a point, whereas Mitotic Regeneration might bring someone back from the dead, but at that point the enemy is already scored, so you're not really denying your enemy points. This one, though, it will deny your opponent's points, so for combat battle, this one might be better than Mitotic Regeneration, but that is it, really. For every other game mode, I would probably recommend Mitotic Regeneration if you're going for that type of ultimate. And ultimately, that's what makes Tsunade barely worth a purchase. Overall, her jutsu are very, very familiar to other jutsu that are already in the game, with some very minor tweaks, very minor differences, and honestly, I don't know if her abilities are worth spending your money on, because there are just better alternatives, or almost as good alternatives in game right now. But of course, those are only my thoughts. If you've tried out Tsunade, I'd love to know what you think of the character in the comments down below. That way, if someone comes to this video trying to make an informed purchase, they get not only my opinion, but all of your guys' opinions in the comments. So please let me know what you think of Tsunade. But as always, folks, thank you very much for watching. My name's Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.